Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. On the Texans sideline, head coach DeMeco Ryans. His guys come in losers of 3 straight following a victory in Week 1. His counterpart on the Ravens side is John Harbaugh. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Hunter Jordan Stout has us ready to get started. And off we go here in Baltimore. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today, and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here we go. Dell, the motion man. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
From the gun here on 3rd down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
2nd down, Jackson. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 10 yards.
It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now the first carry for King Henry. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
He's going to tuck it and go. Jackson, so nimble. He's got the first down and wisely gives himself up at the end.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up first and goal.
First and goal, and it's Henry. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward, and will give him 4 yards.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. But the fullback trying to power it home. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Ravens are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Texans offense ready to possess the football for the second time. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now, it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Is that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time, because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league, and then now defenses have to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, my offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat them.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
That is hauled in at the 5. And it'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up. 2-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. Mixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession too. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. They've been one of the better teams running the football all year, evidenced by the ease with which they ran it on that prior drive. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Henry. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throwing Jackson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And less than a yard.
Now Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Raven 1st down.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Baltimore.
15-yard line.
Jackson looking to throw. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3.
4 yards.
That's 11 yards again. 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Now Jackson, this a design run. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
On the ground, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Play action now. Jackson. That is caught by the tight end. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Ravens. That is 1st touchdown this year.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens are on top. It's now 10-7. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 41-yard line.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. It's second down. Here's a toss, right side to Mixon. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2.
DC, right?
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Kamari Lassiter on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's second and 6. Back to throw, Jackson. Short, complete to Likely. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes in the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. Exiting the pocket right. That is brought in. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. It's a big one for the Ravens. 36 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Here's the toss, right side to Henry. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Second and inches. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And just like that, you go from second and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in third and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession. Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down. That was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving, to make sure he had enough to pick up the first down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call, great execution, especially given the circumstances.
On the move left. He's got it at the 3.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
To the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
On 4th down, out is the rookie Tyler Loop for the Baltimore field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one taken at the 7. Good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
All right. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Right back to Dell. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Third and 2. Here we go. Two minutes remain. here in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Stroud. They're trying to work the screen with Mixon.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Jackson. Open right side is likely. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, we're ready.
Off the play fake. Jackson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now, Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing is Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
Okay. 18.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? Something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Now Jackson on the move. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
So, halftime straight ahead. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. Looks like one of the Ravens was able to fall on it. Yes, indeed they did. So Baltimore will keep possession.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Here's Jackson. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On the give, here's Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Ravens first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 2. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Scrambling to his left. There he goes again. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with the fake spike. But it does not pan out. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll be second down. Here's Henry. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Now Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. On play action. Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Dell, the motion man. They'll go play action with Stroud. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Looking down the field, but that ball's incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Texans set to punt this one away, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. So be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now a toss, running left, it's Henry. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Play action now. Jackson. Forced out left. He runs with it.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Baltimore. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Will Anderson, his 2nd sack of the afternoon, number 5 for him on the year. 2nd down, Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They'll run it on 1st down with Henry, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. Just he never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken.
And he will get into the end zone. Martin Andrews, touchdown Baltimore. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. That one batted away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The drive for 2 does not work.
Anytime you fail on a two-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Now, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of the Ravens has it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Mixon. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
Side, it's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 22 yards.
22 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 14.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. Working his way out back.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Third down and 3. From the gun, here's Stroud. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Travis Jones. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher. And this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jackson moving to his right. Taking off. And it will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. Fourth quarter underway, and here's Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Open right side is likely. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This one runs out of steam off the crossbar and comes back. No good. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
Oh, my God, that is just a heartbreaker here, Mike. I mean, from this distance, he does everything right. It's on target. It just runs out of steam a little bit at the end. Gets denied by the crossbar. That's brutal.
The throw on the run is complete. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 9. Dell, the motion man. Now, faking the give. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Travis Jones gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on third down. Well, here we are in the second half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on third down.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. They go right back to Henry. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up second down.
Brings up second down at the Texans' 26-yard line.
Now, Jackson. Short, complete to Likely. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now a toss play with Henry. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Azeez Al-Shire on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second down at the 14-yard line.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Jackson out of the pistol. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown got a lot more difficult.
And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wide from that quarterback position.
Trying to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and
The
goal.
ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
The play lost a yard.
Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal. They'll go with the sneak. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. To throw is Jackson. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Here we go. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line.
Jair Alexander on the tackle. A gain of 14. 1st down, Houston.
Crowd to throw here on 1st and 10. That one down the field, but It is incomplete.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
Complete to Nico Collins. A gain of 15.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
At the 27.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
25-yard line.
To throw, it's Stroud. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
First down,
All
Texans.
3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Stroud to throw. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Stroud. To the goal line and in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get...
That is caught. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But 1 first down will essentially end the game. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Jackson now. The throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now Jackson on the move. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll run to the man from Marshall, Rashid Ali. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They use a little home cooking here to play a complete football game and to send their fans home quite happy.